Let's move on to something lighter then, which is who the hell is Justin Trudeau's real dad?
I always knew he looked like a faggy, swarthy bastard.
There you go.
I knew.
There's that spirit. It's right back with you. All right. I want to talk about this briefly because some additional evidence has emerged. As the Canadian protests, the Freedom Convoy protests intensify, of course, scrutiny into the heritage of Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has also intensified. Now, it's long been speculated based on photos
that his mom is a Cuban banging sloot.
That's actually kind of established. Because it's not just the photos that they happen to look alike. It's that that Margaret Trudeau and the Pierre Trudeau, former Prime Minister and Justin's alleged father, they had a relationship with Fidel Castro in the 70s and 80s, and it's been speculated that perhaps Justin is the son of Fidel. Now, Pierre and Margaret actually got later divorced, and it was speculated that some of her looseness may have contributed to that decision.
What did she let Fidel Castro do with a Cuban cigar?
Yeah, that's a great question. Or was that Bill Clinton's bit?
Yeah,
maybe he borrowed it from him.
I was making a double layered joke.
It was pretty good. I like it.
I had to explain myself.
All right, there's circumstantial evidence to believe maybe this is possible, but it's never been proven because we've never had the episode of Maury that everyone deserves, which is Justin Trudeau taking a paternity test, and Fidel, I guess too, or Pierre, one of the two. But this is the new evidence that has emerged. Yes, Twitter has officially reported that Justin Trudeau is the son of former Prime Minister Pierre Trudeau and Margaret Trudeau, despite false claims. So again, mainstream denial is as rock solid of evidence as you're going to get. But I did want to dig into this and evaluate the evidence because I think they're making a definitive claim there. And so I wanted to see the definitive reason why we can eliminate Fidel as Justin's possible dad. One of the things that's cited by Twitter's definitive claim is the Snopes article from a couple years ago, back when Fidel died in 2016. And it's false to claim that Justin Trudeau is Fidel Castro's son. On what basis? Well, you scroll down and they figure out that that Justin Trudeau had to have been conceived between March 16th and April 22nd, based on his birthday of Christmas Day, 1971. So March 16th to April 22nd, 1971, Justin Trudeau conception date. We know that Margaret Trudeau was married to Pierre on March 4th, and they honeymooned until March 8th. When they returned home, Margaret moved in with Pierre for the first time. So their case is just that it's unlikely that Margaret went straight from a honeymoon and a new move-in to Cuba. But they actually have no proof of where she was between March 16th and April 22nd, which is the window that they identify, except that Pierre and Margaret attended a local event on March 27th together. But the same piece of evidence that they offer on that notes that Margaret did not travel with Pierre to an April trip to the Niagara region. Now, why not? Where was she at that time? It is known that Fidel gave public speeches in Cuba on April 1st and April 19th, 1971. But the evidence that this does not definitively eliminate the possibility that the two met up at that point in time. It just casts doubt on it that why would she meet with Fidel shortly after her honeymoon?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I mean, but it's possible. That I was disappointed in this fact check. Not even that I buy this theory seriously, but it's saying it definitively did not happen, but they can't actually conclude that these people were never in the same places at the same times in that time frame.
That's true.
So is it likely? I mean, seriously speaking, probably not. But the way that they say this is definitively not true and then fail to prove it is definitively untrue makes me kind of believe that the establishment fact check in denial is actually evidence of it being real. But that's beside the point.